Hello students, Java programming course. Currently we are discussing about built-in packages in Java SE8, Standard Edition 8. And this is chapter 1 of Unit 4. And this is the last video for this chapter 1, that is video 7. These are the topics we're going to discuss in this video. Time package and class instant, that is the class defined in this time package, and formatting for date or time in Java with the classes and methods defined in this package, and temporal register classes, class and interface, and we are going to see all these topics in this video. The first one is time package. This package supports for the operations related to date and time, and this package supports some other features for program developers who are working with these operations related to this date and time using Java programs. It comprises classes that represent date or time. Concepts include instant, duration, date, time, time zones, and periods. And all these are the different concepts related to this time and date of the different classes related to these concepts and defined in this package. The date and time framework in Java prior to Java SE8. Generally, before this one, there is no special package defined in Java. Before this Java SE8, some classes are specifically designed for supporting this time concepts in Java programs. That is under the package called java.util. So like java.util date, java.util package contains calendar class like that, and sample data formatter class. And like, but whenever this Java SE8 contains the special defined time package, so that is the primary package for time is specifically defined and specially designed and included into this Java SE8 standards, that is java.time package. And 4 subpackages that are java.time.format, that is used to format the here, java.time.chrono, and java.time.temporal, and java.time.zone. And these are the sub packages that are defined from special type of purposes. And we'll see something like format and temporal. The Java time package contains many classes, but mostly used classes of time package are described in the below table. And these are the different packages, nothing but different classes contain this time package of Java. Clock, it provides access to the current instant, date, and time using a time zone. And duration, it is time-based amount of operation based on this duration calculation. And instance, at point of particular timeline, and we'll see this class specifically as a concept in this video. And local date, as we will discuss this one, and based on the calendar system, it displays the date of current date or maybe related to some date related options, and date and time also there, local time there, month, day, right, and year, month, zone related operations. And all these are main classes that are defined in this time package. Next one, class instant, that it is java.time.Instant. Here it is. The instance class is the core class of new time framework in Java. This is a specifically class defined for instant time. The time object written by this class is expressed in seconds, counted from midnight of 1st January 1970. So why? Because this instant class basically designed in this time package to express the time in terms of seconds and counted from this date, and which is also called epoch. So here any instant before this epoch has a negative value, right? And after this only it gives some positive values related to the timing expressed in terms of seconds. But before that, given this 1st January 1970, so it gives negative value and that is not related to that instant time. The units of instant time are always seconds, only seconds. For conversion into other units, such as maybe minutes, hours, days, months, and years, one can use the class called local date time. Local date time. Generally, the timing value you are accessing from the system as an instant time, and it shows time in terms of seconds only. Suppose you want to convert them into minutes, hours, or days, or years like months, then you should use this local date time class. So some of the methods of this instant class are listed in table. So here these are the methods of this instant. When we can time some basic method is now, that it is instant dot now, it automatically gives you the, here it is instant dot now. So when instant dot now is nothing but a current time, and is after that instant dot minus hours. 1 hour is a parameter here, integer parameter, and is after, is before are the two methods compared to time instance, that it is compared with now, taking now to what you are minusing or plusing, or minutes, seconds, or hours, or like that, or weeks. You can use this methods for plus and minus. It adds time to instant, subtract time from instant time. Instant dot now, it gives you the current time, right? So based on that, you can add plus or minus from this instant time. And until is a method returns how much time exists between two time instant objects. How much time? It returns how much time exists, right? So based on this methods, we can use this instant class for different purposes in the operations of real time related to timing operations. So this is one simple example to give you that. Importing that instant class, import space java.time.Instant, and main class demo1 main method, and just creating an instant object of this instant class with this now here, instant dot now. That it means it returns the current date into this object of instant, and we are displaying that one. So it simply displays on the screen with this timing value. They're like this. It will display like this, right? So go and check this one, compiling and executing this program. So demo one. So here it is instant object creation, instant dot now, and displaying instant. Go to the command prompt. Remember that is the class name is demo1. So this is my current directory. Java C demo1.java, Java demo1. So it displays the instant time right now, right? Instant time. Next one. So here, another example that with other methods here. Import instant class of this java.time package. Coming to the class demo, main class, inside of this main method, I have created an object of this instant class ins and call this instant.now method to load the current time. Right? In system.out.println, the present time is this instant object contains the present time of the value. And I'm taking instant B that it is for minus minutes of this case, minus minutes, or you can do seconds also, right? System.out.println, the time before is B. So it reduces, it subtracts the time by 30 minutes. And instant A, instant dot now, dot minus or plus, you can plus or like that. So it's better to make it as a plus. Yeah, right, it makes us plus minutes to the instant time now. And there is one Boolean variable that A dot is after that B. That it means X is an object and it returns, it collects the Boolean value. And I'm calling this E of is after method through this object A, that it is plus minus of this one. And after B is an object of this instant class for minusing minutes from the current now. And it is adding, and it is minusing. So it true, when it is true, it gives true, otherwise it gives false, Boolean value. Then go to the execution part of here, this one, demo class. So here, for your understanding, I am taking seconds instead of minutes. Okay, since we are doing here, and we are taking that integer parameter to these methods, integer value 600 or 900 like that, right? Coming to the control command prompt. What is this one? Main one. So demo. Successfully compiled, then execute this one. So the present time is like this one. And before this, it gives value like this. And compare this is after, as it is true value, it gives true. Okay. Next one, formatting for date time in Java. So coming to Java date and time with respect to this time package, display current date. To display the current date, import the java.time.local date class and use it now method and use its now method. Now method is common in all because it represents that current situation. So import java.time.local date and inside of this main method, main class, main method, create an object of this local date and local date not now and display my object. It displays the current date. Okay, so go to the execution part, main one. So same here, we take in that my object to this local date and call now method on this object for, then it displays current date. Class name is my main one. So successfully compiled, then run this main one. So this is the current date. It is understood. The local date is a class which gives current date. Got it? Next one. Display current time. To display the current time, hours, minutes, seconds, and nanoseconds maybe, import the java.time.local time, the local date and local time class and use now method on this. So same import java.time.local time class, and in main class, main method, create an object of this local time and call now method on this using local time.now method and display that object. So simply it contains current time. Go to the execution part of this one. So the class name is main2. So it is local time. Come to the execution for control command prompt. Class name is main2. So compile successfully. Run this one and it gives the current time of the current situation, right? Current time. Next one. Display current date and time. Display the current date and time. So here to display both date and time, import java.time.local date time class. Local date time class and use its now method. So here import this local date time of this java.time package, and inside of this main class 3, inside of this main method, create an object of this local date time and call now method using this line and display that one. Then it display current date and time. Coming to the execution part. So this is main3 class, local date time now. Then go to command prompt for the execution of this one. Java C main3 class and execute this one. So this is the date and time. This one. Next one. Formatting date and time. Till now you are getting output timing value or date. You are displaying one capital T in those output of the date and time, right? Date. The time T in the example above is used to separate the date from the time, right? You can use the data time formatter class with the off pattern method in the same package to format or parse date time objects. To parse date time objects. The following example will remove both the T and nanoseconds from the date time. So for your clear understanding, and take this simple example for formatting date and time. And here it is, import java.time.local date time for displaying both date and time of current date. Import java.time.format.date time formatter. So this is to set my format for displaying this date and time on the screen. Coming to the main class of this main method, create local date time object for taking the current time by calling this now method and display that time before formatting the date. This one is simple. Then whatever the class we imported, that is data time formatter, create an object, that one data time formatter, and use that off pattern method to set your date and time in a particular format. So I want to display the date dd-mm month and year in 4 digits. Day in 2 digits, month in 2 digits, year in 4 digits format, and the time hours for should come first, minutes next, and seconds next. So this format I'm specifying of this pattern and format this date and time using like this. So you have to remember just these functions which are applicable in what situation when we require to apply different formats for this date and time. So take one string for displaying or returning that value. So in this date string object, call the format method that it is set by this off pattern method. So simply pass this object to here. So here simply pass this object to here, and this format method of this object simply formats the given date and time according to your off pattern, right? Okay. So simply display that one object here, string object that collects that string after this format of time and date, and it display like this. And we'll go to this for execution. Main core, I think. Right? Yeah, it is. Local date time for both time and date, and formatter date time formatter for formatting my date and time displaying on the or accessing. Coming to the execution part of this one, go to control command prompt here. Java C main code dot Java. So Java main code. So before formatting the time date will be displayed like that. And after formatting this one, so the date first it displays the day in 2 digits, month in 2 digits, years in 4 digits, and hours, minutes, and seconds. Got it. And there are many type of formats like that, but we are giving simple examples to understand the concept. And as you wish, then you can go and try some more. Next one, temporal adjuster class. So here, this class specifically designed for taking some temporal register for during the first day of month to last day of year. And it means every day, whatever the day in between, the methods of this class are used to determine things between this first day of month or last day of year, last date of year, among others. So this is a specially defined class here, interface here. Java.time.Temporal defines an interface by name temporal adjuster that defines methods that take a temporal values and return an adjusted temporal value according to the user specification. And all these are mainly required in time of when we working with these timing values. We may need some type of situations like this. Then we include these classes and the respective methods to solve our real-time problems. And this package also defines a class called temporal adjuster, right? There is an interface by name temporal adjuster, and it also defines temporal class which contains predefined adjusters that may be directly used by a program. You can adjust according to your real-time application, but you maybe use some predefined adjusters by importing the class called temporal adjuster. And these are the methods defined in this temporal adjuster class. First day of month, last day of month, first day of year, last day of year, first day of week, last day of week, first in month, day of week, Monday, getting like last in month, day of week as Friday, like that. You can use this type of syntaxes according to the operation you require for this adjustment value. So this is one type of example illustrate all these things in simple one program. So first I want to do here it is. I want to take current date. Based on that, what is the first day of that month? What is the last day of that month? What is the next Monday? When will be the next Monday from this current date? And the first day of next month. And I want to display all these things into based on the current date. So that's why to take the days of week, I need this class from this time package and need current date. So that's why local date class required. For the temporal adjustments, so I need this temporal adjustment class from this temporal of this time package. And inside of main class main method, define first local date object for this local date class and call now method for taking loading into the current date and display the current date. And after that, local date width is an object, and with this method you can call this temporal register for the first day of month. Based on this local date, local date is an object, right? So here it is local date is an object of this local date class. So based on this local date, what is the what you are trying to adjust this temporal value to? Based on that one, what is the first day of that month? The date contains what is the first day of that month. So that is displaying. The same way we are taking another object with one, the same with function temporal adjusters last day of that month, last date of first day of month, last day of month. The same way we are adjusting this temporal adjuster for using next method, day of week Monday, that gives after this date, what is the next Monday? What is the next Monday? That's why we call this next method of day of week dot Monday. So it displays that dates after this current date. What is the next Monday? It displays that, right? Next one, the same we are taking local date another object, that is date. When your local date object is nothing but which holds the date value. So using that object, right, we are existing this temporal value for the first day of next month, and all these are the methods defined here, right? First day of next month. Like that, you can use many methods there and displaying that. So go to execution part of this one. It is main file. So this is the same content we taken for getting current date, first day of the month, last day of the month, next Monday, first day of the next week, next month. Like go to the execution part, comment prompt. Java main file.java. Compile successfully, then run Java main file. So the today current date is 26/5/2021. 2021 May 1st is the first day of month. Last day of month is 2021 May 31st. When will be the next Monday? 31st of this month. First day of the next month is 061 June 1st. Got it? So this is the way we can work with different types of timing values, and so that's why the special time package is defined from Java 48 standard edition 8 onwards. So on many type of classes and different types of methods defined for those classes to work with timing values and date, duration, instant, like that. Okay. Thank you.